Hollywood has a long history of controversial divorces, and while there have been many dramatic splits, few can compare to Kelly Clarkson's emotional roller coaster. What started as a fairy tale quickly turned into a nightmare, and after 7 years with the guy she thought was her Prince Charming, Kelly took the agonizing decision to leave. She's spoken openly about how terrible the event was. But before we get into the details, let's go back and look at how Kelly got here. Kelly Brienne Clarkson was born on April 24, 1982, in Fort Worth, Texas. Her upbringing was not without difficulties. Dawn Ann, her mother, was an English teacher, while her father, Stephen Michael Clarkson, was an engineer. Kelly's life was flipped upside down when she was just 6 years old due to her parents' turbulent divorce. Kelly's family was separated, with her brother moving in with their father, her sister moving in with an aunt, and Kelly staying with her mother. Things began to improve after her mother remarried Jimmy Taylor and the family relocated to Burleson, Texas. Kelly's musical abilities were found completely by chance. Kelly's 7th-grade choir instructor, Cynthia Glenn, observed her singing in the corridor and encouraged her to audition for the chorus. Despite the absence of formal voice instruction, Kelly's inherent talent shined through. Kelly had already participated in musicals such as Annie Get Your Gun and 7 Brides for 7 Brothers by the time she graduated from Burleson High School in 2000, and she envisioned a successful career in music. Kelly even rejected down full scholarships to famous colleges such as UT Austin and Berklee College of Music, believing that she needed to forge her own path. Determined to make it in the music industry, she embarked on a number of odd jobs to fund a tape that she mailed to record labels. Unfortunately, her efforts were unsuccessful. Kelly declined offers from firms such as Jive Records and Interscope, believing they would try to force her into a commercial pop mold. Kelly took a brave decision in 2001, packing up and moving to Los Angeles, anxious to pursue her singing career. However, her initial attempts to enter the sector did not go as anticipated. Almost every record label rejected her, believing her music was too black for mainstream pop. She was frustrated yet determined to pursue her ambition. Kelly experienced a severe setback when her Los Angeles flat caught fire, forcing her to return to her birthplace of Burleson, Texas. Kelly had to work extra hard to make ends meet in Burleson. She advertised Red Bull energy drinks, worked as a telemarketer, and even served cocktails at a comedy club. It wasn't the glitzy music career she had hoped for, but she had no idea her big break was only around the corner. Kelly's friends pushed her to audition for the new reality show American Idol after she returned home. In May 2002, she decided to take a chance and give it her all. Although she got a golden ticket to advance to the next round in the first episode, she did not appear on television until the second episode. The first season of the show was chaotic, with no set rules and numerous modifications. For example, when it came to attire, the participants received no guidance. They were dropped off at a mall and instructed to choose something to wear for national television, no stylists, no assistants. Kelly, ever practical and down-to-earth, ended up wearing a pair of white trousers, not realizing how much she would stand out. She subsequently remarked that she seemed more like a cocktail waitress than a music star. Despite the turbulence behind the scenes, Kelly's tremendous brilliance could not be denied. On September 4, 2002, she became the inaugural American Idol champion, defeating Justin Guarini with a majority of the vote. Kelly Clarkson was immediately signed to RCA Records following her triumph. Just weeks later, she released her debut single, a double A-side that included Before Your Love and A Moment Like This. The record became an immediate hit, rising from number 60 to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It smashed a record that had held for nearly 4 decades. Not only did it top the charts, but it was also the best-selling song in the United States of 2002, kicking off Kelly's career. Kelly's debut album, Thankful, was released on April 15, 2003, during a period when pop and R&B dominated the charts. The album had aspects of pop, modern R&B, and even gospel, with prominent producers such as Rhett Lawrence, Diane Warren, Babyface, and The Underdogs contributing to the sound. Thankful, although being released during a time when urban R&B was popular, managed to carve itself its own niche. Kelly's singing abilities drew praise from critics. AllMusic Stephen Thomas Erlewine lauded her easy and pleasant voice, noting her ability to shout out melodies while mixing snarky and wholesome features. Kelly's amazing vocal range impressed Entertainment Weekly's Henry Goldblatt, who noted that despite her inexperience in the field, Kelly went through octaves like a seasoned veteran. Thankful was not only a critical hit but also a commercial triumph. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 list and sold more than 4.5 million copies worldwide. It was subsequently certified double platinum in the United States, platinum in Canada, and gold in Japan and Australia. And if that wasn't enough, the album's first song, Miss Independent, helped Kelly establish her spot in the music world. Became Kelly Clarkson's first worldwide hit, peaking in the top 10 in various countries, including the United States. Kelly received her first Grammy nomination for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance with the song. Following Miss Independent, she released 2 more singles, Low and The Trouble with Love Is. The latter appeared on the soundtrack for the British romantic comedy Love Actually. To finish off a tremendous year, Kelly released her debut video album, Miss Independent, in November 2003, which was certified gold in 2004. She subsequently embarked on the Independent Tour, co-headlining with Clay Aiken, the runner-up from American Idol Season 2. The tour cemented Kelly's status as one of pop's emerging stars, demonstrating that she was more than simply an Idol winner. She was here to stay. Kelly tried her hand at acting after winning the music industry. She made her cinematic debut in June 2003, co-starring with Justin Guarini in the musical love comedy From Justin to Kelly. Unfortunately, the film did not live up to expectations. Critics were savage, and the film flopped at the box office. Kelly subsequently acknowledged that she was not enthused about the project but was contractually compelled to participate. Kelly made her TV debut around the same time, starring on Mad TV alongside the American Idol group and even playing Brenda Lee in 2 episodes of American Dreams. Then, on Christmas Day 2003, Kelly sang Aretha Franklin's You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman while representing the United States on World Idol. Kelly had already begun to display her flexibility and star power, despite finishing second behind Norway's Kurt Nilsson. Kelly began to feel stuck in a bubble that she had never wanted to be in. To break away from the restrictions of her American Idol image, she made the courageous choice to sever ties with Simon Fuller and 19 Management, taking in manager Jeff Quatinetz from the firm. This transition gave her the flexibility to reinvent herself and adopt a more rock-oriented sound for her second album, Breakaway. Kelly collaborated with a remarkable collection of composers, including former Evanescence members Ben Moody and David Hodges, as well as Cara Diaguardi, Dr. Luke, and Max Martin. Clive Davis returned as executive producer. The end result was an album that not only gained critical praise, but also demonstrated her artistic maturation, merging infectious pop choruses with a more mature tone. Breakaway, released on November 30, 2004, rapidly became Kelly's best-selling album. It debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and, due to its ongoing popularity, was the 3rd best-selling album in the United States in 2005. The album finally received 6 times platinum certification from the RIAA and topped charts in countries such as the Netherlands and Ireland. Breakaway sold over 12 million copies worldwide, cementing Kelly's status as a global superstar. Kelly promoted the album with the Breakaway Tour, followed by the Hazel Eyes Tour and the Addicted Tour between 2005 and 2006. Breakaway included 5 songs, the first of which, Since You've Been Gone, was her biggest hit on the Billboard Hot 100, landing at number 2. Breakaway, the title single from the Princess Diaries 2 album, also became a top 10 smash on its own. Kelly's further singles included Behind These Hazel Eyes, Because of You, and Walk Away, making her the most played artist in the United States in 2006. Kelly Clarkson received several significant awards for Breakaway, including 2 Grammy Awards for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance and Best Pop Vocal Album respectively. She also won the Best Female Video Award at the MTV Video Music Awards on consecutive occasions. Kelly continued to thrive during this thrilling era, appearing on Saturday Night Live, the NBA Finals, and even the 2006 Winter Olympics in Torino. She also recorded Go, which was made available for free download in conjunction with a Ford advertising campaign. Kelly's success grew throughout the years. Her 3rd album, My December, released in 2007, was a turning point in her career. This time, she adopted a more rock-oriented style, resulting in a profoundly personal and autobiographical album on which she co-wrote every tune. It was a daring decision that fully reflected her creative development. On her fourth album, All I Ever Wanted, she continued to merge rock and pop, which helped her achieve even more popularity. Kelly scored big once more with Stronger, which earned her another Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Album. She continued to produce hit after hit with strong tunes such as My Life Would Suck Without You and Stronger. Her flexibility was shown when she debuted in country music with the famous tune Don't You Want to Stay, a duet with Jason Aldean. Her love in country music has been suggested at before, particularly with her 2007 rendition of Because of You, which included Reba McEntire. Kelly demonstrated her ability to handle a number of genres. Kelly Clarkson's life continued to go nicely until 2012, when she met the man she thought was the love of her life. At first, it appeared like a fantastic tale. She met someone who understood her and encouraged her profession. However, she had no idea that this new connection would turn out to be her greatest nightmare. Kelly's dating life was very informal prior to meeting Brandon Blackstock, with a succession of brief romances that mainly remained out of the spotlight. From her American Idol co-star Justin Guarini to musicians Ryan Key and Graham Colton, her encounters seemed like ordinary young adult flings. Kelly and Brandon originally met in 2006, but they didn't begin dating until years later since he was married at the time. Their paths continued to cross, however, because to Brandon's father, Narvel Blackstock, who oversaw Kelly's career. Depending on the source, their relationship began in late 2011 or early 2012, coinciding with Brandon's legal divorce from his first wife, Melissa Ashworth. The accepted tale is that they reconnected at the 2012 Super Bowl when Kelly sang the national anthem, and that both were now single. They appeared to have been fired out of a cannon from that point on. Their attraction was evident, and they rapidly became inseparable. Kelly was overjoyed, sharing her love story with the world and putting her angsty songwriting behind her, at least for the time being. Their romance progressed swiftly, and Brandon proposed shortly thereafter. Kelly excitedly announced their engagement on Twitter, celebrating the love she felt was genuine and sharing her excitement with her fans. The Clarkson-Blackstock wedding began with huge intentions, and country music artist Blake Shelton officiated. The pair soon realized they were in over their heads with the extensive plans. As a result, what began as a large celebration quickly morphed into something much simpler. The pair decided to abandon their grandiose preparations and focus on what actually mattered, their love for one another. In the end, their wedding was intimate, with only the couple, the officiant, and Brandon's 2 children from his previous marriage, Savannah and Seth. Kelly expressed her enthusiasm over becoming Mrs. Blackstock on social media, posting footage from their gorgeous autumn wedding at Blackberry Farms in Tennessee. Just a month later, Kelly joyfully revealed that she was expecting their first child. It was the early Christmas present they had both been hoping for, especially since Kelly had always wanted to become a mother. Brandon's children contributed to the excitement of extending their family. However, that elation faded swiftly when, in early December, only 2 months into their marriage, rumors circulated about Brandon supposedly cheating on Kelly. A tabloid website stated that an unnamed source accused him of infidelity, fueling media speculation. While nothing tangible came from these charges, Kelly felt compelled to defend her husband on Twitter. She refuted the rumors, calling them falsehoods and rejecting the notion that their marriage was in peril. Despite the rumors, the couple continued on, and in 2014, they had their first child, a girl called River Rose. Remington Alexander, their son, was born in 2016. Kelly's motherhood experience was life-changing. She frequently mentioned how it made her feel more powerful and empowered than ever before, shedding the anxieties of her 20s. But after 2 pregnancies, Kelly decided she was done increasing their family and strongly advised Brandon to have a vasectomy, joking about it during interviews. She made it obvious that she had no intentions for any more surprises, jokingly threatening her doctor if it happened again. At this moment, things appeared to be going well for the pair. Unfortunately, this would all alter in 2020. After quarantining on Kelly Clarkson's Montana estate, the couple surprised fans by announcing their divorce in June 2020, citing irreconcilable differences. Kelly has now been open about what caused her marriage to fail. During a June 2023 episode of Glennon Doyle's We Can Do Hard Things podcast, she discussed how she felt limited when married to her former manager, Brandon Blackstock. Reflecting on the relationship, she confessed that it was not necessarily true for all couples but was based on her own experience. This wasn't your usual celebrity separation, it escalated into a full-fledged court battle. Brandon Blackstock would not go down easily. He disputed their prenuptial agreement and sought for custody in the hopes of gaining a larger financial share. Narvel Blackstock, her former father-in-law, also got involved, citing disagreements over entertainment commissions from when he and Brandon handled her career. Kelly refused to back down and filed a countersuit, citing breaches of California labor rules, demonstrating that she was not going to be bullied. Following their widely publicized divorce, Kelly was given primary custody of their 2 children, as well as the couple's Wyoming ranch. Blackstock, on the other hand, earned a $1.3 million payout. Clarkson was sentenced to pay $45,000 in child support and an extra $115,000 in spousal support every month, which was ultimately completed in January 2024, approximately 2 years after Kelly and Blackstock finalized their divorce. More turmoil ensued in December 2023, when a judge ordered Blackstock to pay Clarkson $2.6 million for exceeding his duties as her manager and illegally managing negotiations that should have been managed by a talent agency. Of course, Blackstock's legal team filed an appeal, but the decision was a major victory for Clarkson. The drama did not stop there. Court filings received by the media in January 2024 provided even more details regarding the contentious legal case. According to the docs, Blackstock allegedly discouraged Clarkson from joining The Voice, telling her she was not sexy enough to be a coach. Clarkson told a California labor commissioner that she had wanted to be on the show for years, but Blackstock said the network was not interested, claiming they were seeking for a more sex symbol type and even using Rihanna as an example. He also allegedly recommended NBC to have a more diverse teaching panel and said that her resemblance to longtime coach Blake Shelton made her less desirable. Clarkson has been frank about the emotional toll of her divorce, especially on her children. She acknowledged that it kills her to see them so upset over their father's divorce, but she has stayed optimistic, relying on her own fortitude. As she phrased it, "What doesn't kill them will only make them stronger," a reference to both her famous song and the resilience she's attempting to impart in her children at this difficult time. While Kelly has not yet returned to the dating scene, many are eager to see who will win her heart next. After all, if anybody can find courage in suffering, it's Kelly Clarkson.